Become aware of your surroundings and ensure you do not proceed further if you are driving or operating heavy machinery, or you are in an environment or situation where it may be unsafe for you to fully relax and go into trance. Hello, I'm Kitten, and I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend the next few moments with me. Because this space is created just for you, and this session is designed specifically to help you. So before we begin, please make sure you're in a safe, comfortable environment where you can fully relax, because in a moment we will be closing our eyes as well. Today, I'll be guiding you through a gentle hypnotic relaxation designed to reprogram your mind and help you take control of your relationship with sugar. So settle in, find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, because in a moment, we will close our eyes. But for now, let's begin with 3 deep belly breaths at your own pace, allowing your body to begin letting go. You may already start to notice yourself feeling more relaxed than you were a moment ago, becoming ready to drift into trance. And before we begin our journey, remember that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And if at any time you want to come back out of trance and return to a fully alert state, you may simply open your eyes, and you will be fully awake and alert. But for now, remember your intention, that you are here for a reason, to change your relationship with sugar. Make that intention clear in your mind. In a moment, I'll ask you to take a deep breath in for 7 seconds and exhale for 11. Don't become too focused on the numbers and do what is comfortable for you. So without moving your head and gently looking upwards with your eyes, inhale for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And slowly exhale for 11 at your own pace. And whenever you are ready, close those tired eyes. It must feel so nice to be drifting slowly into a relaxed state, getting ready to reprogram your relationship with sugar. And while I don't know how quickly you'll go into trance, because it can happen very soon, or you may take some time to fully relax, what I do know is that you will relax. But for now, focus on my voice and be open to changing your relationship with sugar. I will count you down from 10 to 1, taking you into a deeper relaxation. 10, relax. 9, relax. Relax all the muscles in your body, feeling them soften from head to toe. 8. Relax. Your body is feeling lighter and lighter, as if you are floating on a soft white cloud. 7. Relax. Turning off all the noises around you so that they become a part of your relaxation. 6. Relax. The sounds around you are like gentle waves, soothing you deeper into relaxation. 5. Relax. And any thoughts that pop into your mind, place them in a box in front of you so they do not disturb you for the rest of this session. You can come back to that box later. 4. Relax. Quieting the busy mind by turning down any remaining noise. 3. Relax. Floating on the soft white cloud, body and mind at ease. 2. Relax as you go deeper and deeper. And 1. Relax. Feeling fully relaxed now from head to toe. Now, imagine standing in a beautiful corridor. Look around you. The colors in the corridor are warm and welcoming. The temperature is just right for you, and the smell is inviting you to take steps forward. And as you begin to walk down a beautiful corridor lined with paintings of trees and flowing rivers, you notice 2 doors in the distance, identical in shape, identical in color, yet each holding a very different future. You feel a gentle pull towards them. And with each step, the colors of these doors become more vibrant. Your desire for sugar draws you towards the door on the left. So you start walking towards that door. And once you reach the door, you hold the golden knob and open the door. It opens with ease, and immediately you can smell sweet cakes and candies and chocolates drifting through the air. Take a moment to breathe in these smells. You're ready to walk in and see what awaits you. As you enter the room, you see in front of you is a long buffet table, overflowing with sweets, candies, chocolates, pastries, cakes, every sweet dessert you have ever craved. It is all beautifully laid out on this buffet table. You walk closer and closer and closer. You want to take a better look. You want to touch the desserts. The colors are bright. Notice their shine, the textures, and that sugary scent in the air. And with each breath in, all you can smell is sweet cakes and sweet chocolates and all those desserts you crave. Take a moment to absorb the scent. Take a moment to absorb the scene. You walk closer to the table, and finally you reach out and pick up your favorite dessert. You notice the colors, the shine, the texture. You notice how soft it is, or how firm it is, how sticky or crumbly. Feel its weight in your hands. How do you feel in this moment? Because very soon, I will ask you to take a bite of that dessert. But for now, bring it towards your nose and slowly breathe in the scent. With another breath in, make the scent stronger. And another breath in, make the scent even stronger. And even stronger. Strong enough that without even biting into it, you can taste it. And now, take your first bite. Taste it fully. As you chew, let the flavor spread across your tongue. Let it melt in your mouth. How does this feel? And before you even finish swallowing that one, reach out for another. Breathe it in, smell that sweet scent, and take a bite. Let the flavor spread across your tongue and swallow as you reach out for another one. How do you feel? Put that one in your mouth and start chewing and eating and swallowing, and reach out for another. And before you finish the one in your mouth, reach out for another. Now put that one in your mouth and chew. How do you feel? You look at the table, still full, still overflowing, and something inside you says, go on, try them all. So you reach out and you grab more. You take more desserts and you put them in your mouth and you chew and you smell. That's right. Keep eating. Keep grabbing those desserts from the table. Keep eating those desserts, those cakes, those chocolates, all the sweets you have ever desired. You pick up more of your favorite desserts, one after another. Keep eating them, swallowing them, more and more. How do you feel? Now you're not even focused on the taste like you were with the first few. But instead, you just keep eating, keep reaching out and grabbing the desserts on the table. How do you feel? And as you continue, I want you to pay attention, not to the desserts, but really, how do you feel each time you swallow that dessert? How do you feel now before you reach for the next dessert? What happens when you are chewing the dessert? And notice especially how you notice after you have finished that dessert. But don't stop. Keep going. Taste them. Taste them all. Go to the next dessert. Move down the buffet table, taking more and more desserts. Now putting them in your mouth and not even fully chewing them, just swallowing them. And as you do so, notice the subtle change in your body and how it feels. How does your stomach feel? How does your mouth feel? Your mouth becomes coated with sweetness. Your stomach begins to fill. But don't stop. Keep going. Even if you feel your energy shifts, keep going. Eat those desserts. Your body responds in its own natural way, and you don't force anything, just observe. Reach out for another and another. And with each one, you are becoming more aware of the sensation building inside you. Now you notice something else. You feel heavy. Your energy has shifted. A sense of being weighed down from inside and out takes over. Not because I said so, but because your body is telling you how it feels. But you continue. You grab a plate and pile it high with your favorite desserts. You fill up your plate. Then you walk over to a couch and sit down, placing the plate on the coffee table in front of you. Take a moment. Look at everything you have picked up. All the colors, the shapes, the sugary shine. On the table, you also notice a remote for the television, and you pick it up and turn on the television, and on the screen, you see yourself. You're watching a version of you who continues to eat sweets the way you just did. Watch closely. Remember what it felt like when you wanted to eat the first bite? But do you ever focus on the dessert as you are eating it? Remember how you feel after you finish your dessert. Does it always make you feel good? Does it give you the same feeling you had before you reached for the dessert? Looking at the screen, you see yourself picking up desserts and eating and seeing the change in your energy after you have finished. What does life look like for that version of you? How do they feel before they eat the sugar? What happens during? And what happens after? Notice their energy, their posture, their mood, their clarity. Notice their motivation and their physical sensations. You're simply observing. It's like watching a documentary about someone you used to be. Just let the truth reveal itself gently, naturally, and honestly. You have a full plate of dessert in front of you. You look at the plate, and then you look at the screen. Again, remembering and watching what it feels like before you eat the sugar and what happens during and what it feels like after, how the energy changes the posture, the mood, the clarity, and the motivation. The person on the screen is the one who continues eating unhealthy sugars and desserts. Continue to visualize that person on the screen. Then look at the desserts in front of you. Remember how you feel after eating so many desserts. Look at the screen. Take in the scene of the desserts on the table. Look back at the screen and remember how you are feeling having eaten so many desserts. How heavy you feel. How your energy has shifted. How the smell has overpowered you. When you are ready, you can turn off the television and walk away from the desserts. So turn off that television if you are ready. The screen fades black and the room becomes quiet. You stand up from the couch and walk back towards the corridor, leaving the plate of desserts behind you, leaving that version of yourself behind you. And as you step out of the room, the door gently closes on its own. You find yourself once again in that beautiful corridor. And now your attention is drawn to the second door. This door feels different. There is a calmness around it, a sense of lightness that seems to reach out and welcome you. Walk towards it. And with each step, you notice how your body feels, how your breath feels, how your energy shifts as you move further away from the old patterns and closer to the new one. When you reach the door, you place your hand on the knob. Feel how cool and smooth it is and how steady your hand feels, how natural it is to open this door. Turn the knob and step inside. As you enter, you are greeted by a space that feels open, bright, and peaceful. This is the room that represents your life without sugar cravings. A life where your mind is clear, your energy is steady, your body feels lighter and more comfortable, and you feel in control. Look around this room. Notice the colors, the light, the air, the way your body responds simply from being here. There is a beautiful, comfortable chair placed in front of the television. You walk over and sit down. You look down at the coffee table in front of you and see a remote control for the television. You pick it up and turn on the television. But in this room, on the television in front of you, you see another version of yourself. This is the you who has already let go of sugar cravings. The you who eats with intention, who listens to their body, who feels strong, balanced, and free. Watch this version of you for a moment. Notice how they move, how they breathe, how they carry themselves. Notice the clarity in their eyes and the calmness in their posture. See the confidence in their actions and the steadiness in their energy. This version of you feels lighter and not weighed down by sugar. It doesn't feel heavy and sick. It doesn't feel overwhelmed by the sweet, sugary scent. You notice how beautiful this version looks and feels without sugar. This version of you has a different relationship with food. They know that there are alternatives to sugar. They choose what nourishes them. They stop when they've had enough. They feel satisfied, not controlled. They feel free, not pulled. Because this version of you has a different relationship with food. They know that they have alternatives to sugar. They choose what nourishes them. They stop when they've had enough. They feel satisfied, not controlled. They feel free, not pulled. This version of you has a different relationship with food. They know that there are alternatives to sugar. They choose what nourishes them. They stop when they've had enough. They feel satisfied, not controlled. They feel free, not pulled. And as you watch them, something inside you begins to shift. A recognition, a remembering, a knowing that this is who you are truly becoming. So you take a moment to thank the part of your mind that was always craving sugar. It may have been satisfying some unmet need or desire. But you can ask that part of your mind, after seeing the new version of yourself and who you want to be, that if it will help you find other healthier ways to satisfy those cravings and satisfy those needs and satisfy those desires. Can it find one way to do this? Maybe two, maybe even 3 different and healthier ways to satisfy those cravings, ways that do not make you feel the way you did in the other room. Take a moment to think about those 3 different ways. And when your mind has found those different ways, say thank you. Thank you for keeping me safe. And now you can change your relationship with sugar. You can again look at the screen and know that this version of you has a different relationship with food. They know that there are alternatives to sugar. They choose what nourishes them. They stop when they've had enough. They feel satisfied, not controlled. They feel free, not pulled. They have self-control and are confident. They look better. They feel better. Their energy is better. And they look happier and feel lighter. This version of you steps out of the television and comes closer to you. You stand up and go stand next to them. Now feel what they feel, because they know that there are alternatives to sugar. They choose what nourishes them. They stop when they've had enough. They feel satisfied, not controlled. They feel free, not pulled. They have self-control and are confident. They look better and they feel better. Their energy is better and they look and feel happier. Feel what they feel. Now, notice how natural it is to be in this state, how right it feels within your body, how peaceful your mind has become. Now step into this new version of yourself as if you are gently merging with them, absorbing their confidence, their ease, their freedom and clarity. Feel it settling into your body, your breath, your thoughts, your habits, and your identity. Because your mind learns quickly and your body responds easily. And you are someone who chooses what supports you. You are someone who values their health. You have found alternatives and healthier ways to satisfy cravings. You are someone who feels good in their body. You are someone who is free from sugar cravings. You are someone who values their health. You are someone who chooses what supports them. You have found alternate and healthier ways to satisfy cravings. You are someone who feels good in their body. You are someone who is free from sugar cravings. You are someone who chooses what supports you. You are someone who values their health. You are someone who has found alternatives and healthier ways to satisfy their cravings. You are someone who feels good in their body. You are someone who is free from sugar cravings. Let this truth settle deeply within you. In this room, your room, you feel lighter, clearer, more grounded, and more in control. You feel more confident, your clothes fit better, and you love this new version of yourself. This is the version of you that grows stronger every day, and now you are ready to let go of all old habits. Soon you will be coming out of trance, bringing this new awareness and love for your new self with you. You know how you can satisfy your cravings with alternatives, and you will also remember vividly what it felt like in the other room, the room filled with candy and cakes and desserts. You will remember how heavy it felt and how it made you feel. You will remember how it held you back and how the energy felt and how full you felt. But you will also remember how this room makes you feel. The one where you have a healthy relationship with food. This room makes you feel confident, more in control, grounded, clearer, and lighter. You look and feel fabulous when you make healthy choices. I will now bring you out of trance by counting from 1 to 5. 1. You are becoming aware of the temperature in the room. 2. You can hear the noises around you. 3. Move your hands and feet and stretch if you wish. 4. You are awake and alert. 5. You are fully alert, remembering that you have found alternatives and healthier ways to satisfy cravings so that you feel as great as you did in the second